Hello everybody, welcome to this market report. Today we're Thursday, May 22nd, 2014. My name is Christian Charlo. Today folks, I want to first of all make a follow-up on the last market report that we made on May 15 when we talk about possible short opportunities and to talk to you about a movement, a bullish movement that's building up in the biotechnology sector. We already have some breakouts and there are some stocks that are to be watched on that sector if ever the bullish momentum persists for the next few days. So let's first of all start with the stocks that we talked about last week. We talked about last week about the financial sector that on May 15 was clearly starting a bearish cycle though. So I had a target in the financial sector until 387.38. I told you that you could open some positions and some bearish ETF like FAS. So far with this neutral formation that we have in the financial sector, some shorts that I've talked to you about are at risk, like Bank of America. Right now, if we take a look at some momentum indicators like the MACD histogram, we're starting to see that there's definitely a lot of buyers momentum because the red line is crossing the blue line here, and we're starting to see the histogram is in positive territory. So we had a target on Bank of America until 1364, but right now I think that those of you who shorted that stock, well, I think that around 1479, if ever it gets back to the price that you shorted it on May 15, I think definitely you should consider to potentially reduce your exposure on Bank of America. So far on Westport Innovation, the stock that was recommended in May 15, I think that stock is still a hold. Actually, since May 15, the stock took more than 5%, so it's a great profit-taking opportunity. And the point where you should totally close the positions, it's whenever Westport Innovation reaches 1295. Barry Gold was also recommended among our analyst choice on marketgurus.tv that you can have access for free for 10 days just by clicking at the link below. Well, Barry Gold, we're still holding on to that stock among our analyst choice portfolio on marketgurus.tv. Why? Because today there's some lawsuit against the company concerning their Pascualama project in Chile. Investors are saying that Barry Gold didn't properly assess the risk when it spent billion of dollars on that project. So Barry Gold still has some selling pressure so far, and we're holding on to it as long as it maintains this trend. So the trend is our friend on Barry Gold. Now, with this slight increase that we see today on the markets, though, there are some stocks that didn't perform well among the short opportunity that I've shown you last week, such as Energy 21. It was recommended on May 15 on marketgurus.tv. We actually got rid of that stock because the stock broke that resistance. So goodbye Energy 21. It's a stock that you should buy back and close your short positions on Energy 21. Now, let's take a look at the biotechnology sector. We see the sector here. It's clearly starting a bullish cycle, clearly breaking that sideways formation. So yes, it's an entry point in the biotechnology sector. On marketgurus.tv, we do have one analyst choice that we recommended on May 12th. And today, with this breakout on Affymetrix, we are recommending again to increase your exposure on a stock like that. So Affymetrix is among our analyst choice today again with this bullish momentum that we see in the biotechnology sector. There's also other stocks that are breaking out, such as Vertex Pharmaceuticals. It could go until 86, but the fact it's already taking 6%. And where should your stop loss be on the break of that support at 63? So it's about more than 8% though before we actually break that support. So there's a big loss potential on a stock like Vertex Pharmaceutical compared to Affymetrix, where the stop loss is only limited to about 5 to 6%. So it's about 8% on Vertex Pharmaceutical. So if you're getting in a stock like that, make sure that you be willing to tolerate until 63.16 or put a trailing stop loss of 7%, let's say, to minimize your loss potential. Cell Therapeutics is the same scenario. Okay, it's clearly reversing its downward trend, already taking 12%, which is a lot. So this is definitely a high risk trade, but it could definitely pay off because those pharmaceutical stocks, biotechnology stocks tend to be definitely explosive if the upward momentum persists. So this is also something that you should take into account with a 12% increase. Now, what are the stocks that you should watch? There's Alexon Pharmaceuticals, higher than 165, 64.55. There's also Clovis Technology, higher than 60.22. There's also Pacific Bioscience, higher than 469, I'll be a buyer. Or there's also Momenta Pharmaceuticals at 1248, I'll be a buyer. Or Prestige Brands, higher than 3410, I'll be a buyer. But on stocks like that, Prestige Brands, Momenta Pharmaceuticals, Pacific Bioscience, or Clovis Technology, if you're getting in right now with insider information, the good thing is your stop loss is not too far away. So your stop loss will be around 53.59 on Clovis Oncology, about 412 on Pacific Bioscience. And with those stop loss, the fact that it's not too far away, if ever the bullish momentum persists, well, you'll be able to cash in earlier on a stock like that if you're getting in within the sideways formation. So the bullish movement is in the biotechnology sector, yes. Affymetrics is actually one of our favorite on marketgurus.tv that you can have access for free for 10 days just by clicking at the link below. And the ones you see here highlighted with an S are stocks that you should actually put on your watch list or that you can buy right now within the sideways formation, but make sure that you put your stop loss on those stocks. This is important though. So that said, see you next week for your market report. And don't forget, you can always follow us on guru.tv to get the access to the technical analysis and strategies, because never forget, the more money you make, the happier we are. See you next week.